Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to do an update on Henry Cavill. I mean, The Witcher.
The Witcher.
The Witcher, by request. No, actually, you sent me the story this morning. It's not because of that.
No, it's not. Would you stop with that? No. So it's interesting. So now we talked about it yesterday. How they had the showrunner coming out trying to do damage control, and now the writers are like, well, that's not true, and they even throw shade at the guy from X-Men.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about this. So before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 282, almost 283,000 subs. Thank you for the support. Hit the subscribe button, yada yada. You know the drill. We've been following the drama with The Witcher. For those of you who missed the previous video, Henry Cavill is out after season 3. Henry Cavill is not happy with the way that his character is portrayed in the show compared to the books, and this has been a subject of controversy. One of the former writers of The Witcher went on to become the showrunner of X-Men 97, and he publicly said that the writer's room, the Witcher writer's room, actively hated the Witcher novels, hence all the deviations in the Netflix show from the original. Then we had the showrunner basically coming out yesterday and like begging people to give the show another chance.
Yeah, because I think season 4 is dependent on how well season 3 does.
Yeah, I don't think season 4 is in the can yet. And I was looking through some of the tweets here, and it really seems to me that they are
losing their shit.
Yes, and I think whether or not they continue with the season 4, which is supposed to have, was it Liam Hemsworth? I think.
Yeah, Liam.
Whether or not they do a season 4 is contingent on how season 3 does. But when you've got Henry Cavill saying they handled Geralt terribly, they handled the source material terribly, and the guy who is working on X-Men 97 saying the same thing, it doesn't look good.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. It doesn't matter what the guy from X-Men said or that Henry Cavill said. The fact of the matter is the fans don't like it, and they aren't there with it, and they don't blame him for leaving. That's their bigger problem. So throw shade, point fingers all you want. You still should be pointing back at yourself.
Season 2 was dog shit. It was terrible. It was shit. It was a chore to get through. It deviated heavily from the books, and they had this thing last year where they had to go on another defense, kind of play here too, because they were killing off characters, controversial deaths, changing characters. Look, the show is basically the Yennefer and Ciri show. Geralt's just kind of there, and that's the problem. It's called The Witcher. Not The Witcher and his amazing female friends.
Well, that would still give him top billing. It'd be the amazing, the females around The Witcher.
Yes. Well, see, look, they've got top. There they are.
Well, no, he's in the front.
Yes, but he's down below where his face belongs.
No, well, that made me smile. Anyway, no, but
that's where Henry's face belongs, down below.
That made me smile. Anyway, no, he's definitely in the front there. That's not really accurate.
Yeah, well, that's just to lure you in. Like, hey, the show might be about The Witcher. No, psych, it's all about Yennefer and Ciri. Of course it is.
But anyway, the writers now are all like pissed off and coming out and being like, they're mad about the backlash, but there's backlash because not just because Cavill quit, but because people are tuning out because they didn't like the last season, and they themselves have been saying for a while now that it's not following. Following books. There's been a lot of creative liberties taken.
Basically, it's a typical Netflix adaptation, and if Netflix wants to get past 1 or 2 seasons of a show and have fans actually talk positively about an adaptation, they're going to have to hew a little closer to the source material. The Witcher was a pretty huge undertaking. The Witcher could have been their Game of Thrones. In fact, the first season was fairly well received. And then they dropped the ball with the second season, and I have a strong feeling that season 3 is going to be absolute, utter dog shit.
If they were course correcting, I don't think Henry Cavill would have left.
No, I think if they had actually listened and he was like, okay, well, season 2 wasn't that great, but season 3, I can see you guys are trying. Mm-hmm. No, I don't. I think they probably doubled down. He's like, fine, I'm out the door. I'm out the door, guys. So this is coming from CBR, responding to reports of showrunner Lauren Hissrich. Addressing the backlash. Season 3 writer is it Javier Grillo Marcus? Why?
No, all of I'm looking at his picture, all I keep thinking is Maleficent ears.
Lauren, okay, so this
headpiece, not ears. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Anyway, this is the guy. JGM said, Lauren is one of the best showrunners I've known. The writers are among the most dedicated and supportive ever. Season 3 has some of Cavill's and our best work. What comes after will blow people's minds. Maybe he meant to put a period here. What comes after will blow. Season 2 writer Matt D'Ambrosio, why don't these people have names like Smith and Jones? Added, you won't find bigger fans of this world than the people who come together to make The Witcher. Both in front of and behind the camera, countless people give it their all because of Lauren Hissrich. That is not what Beau DeMayo said. He said there were people that actively hated the show. That is not
so much so that he's putting, the guidelines in for working on the X-Men 97 to make sure that you like the show, at least understand it.
Yes, he's like, you're not working on the X-Men unless you actually like the X-Men. And if you come in here and you start with that Krakoa shit, I'm going to kick your ass out. No, it's me. Somebody comes in and says, hey, I can't wait to work on X-Men 97 and also Krakoa. I'd be like, you just turn right around, walk out that fucking door. Don't you dare give me any of that Krakoa shit. But what about I can't wait to design the outfits for the Hellfire Gala in the 1990s. Fuck you, get out of here. That's how I would do it. That's why I'm not in charge. He's a little more tactful, right? It's gonna blow. It's gonna blow your mind, everybody. It's pretty cool. Oh, fuck, I hate when people do this. It's pretty cool, TM, and fun, TM, to try and talk about how much you love your job and then get replies like this because some asshole you used to work with made up a bunch of lies to your fan base to cover up how he got fired for being an asshole, and now that's the narrative. Okay, so at the Mountains of Madness...
This is a season 2 guy? The season 2 that everybody hates, by the way.
Yes.
And most people do not like season 2. Is that this dude?
Yeah, is this Beau DeMayo? Season 2 is a train.
Yeah, they said that he was throwing shade low-key without naming him.
Oh my God. Easy words while you're still on their payroll, but they're simply fluffy lies since you don't have any respect for the source. You might have respect for each other in the writing room, but how's that different from any circle jerk? Witcher Netflix writers having the lying Olympics over here. Look, like a leech, you're happy to make money off of it because, let's face it, the Witcher games and books will be greater than you and anything you've ever created.
This is all the hate they're supposed to be getting. Okay.
Yeah, you're nothing. You will disappear and be forgotten when you die.
Well, to be fair, though, most people don't know who the writers are on the show. They just know the show sucks.
So he's basically saying that Beau DeMayo made it up. But here's the thing. The proof is in the pudding, and season 2 was dog shit.
That's what I'm saying. If it was just that, there can't be a narrative unless people aren't going to buy into it unless they have reason to. If you're telling them something that people know is bullshit, they're going to know it's bullshit. The fact that it's even plausible tells you everything you need to know, which is people did not like it and they thought it deviated too far from the source material, and they were bored.
This is coming from Gaming Bible UK. The second paragraph. The first season of the hit fantasy show was a fairly faithful retelling of the original collection of short stories, albeit with some bits chopped and changed around. That's true. Season 2 takes things even further, making huge changes to a number of characters and plot points. I'm sorry, I believe Beau DeMayo, because obviously you changed the source material. I believe Henry Cavill, because obviously you changed the source material. Everybody who watched season 2 saw you did it. This isn't a lie.
He's basically trying to gaslight you. So this Matt, this here, he's going to, wait, go back up. It sucks to see all the hard work put into something tainted because of the bullshit narrative. I played the games before I read the books, and then I got the opportunity of a lifetime to work on the sort of show I've always wanted to be on. And guess what? It's still a dream job. Guess what? Season 2 still sucked.
Guess what? I don't think it's going to be a dream job for much longer because I think you guys shot yourselves in the foot. Henry Cavill walked. Beau DeMayo's out there saying you guys actively hate the source material. Henry Cavill seems to support what he's saying, and he's the fucking star of the show.
Wait, I can't. So his proof of how much he loves it is a statue of the Witcher, right?
Yes.
Right next to a Dr. Aphra a figure from Star Wars.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, I think that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, here's my books I read. Do the spines look like they were cracked at all?
Yeah, a little bit.
This one does.
Yeah.
He read at least a couple of these, but here's my books to prove that I own the books. Well, you could have gone down to whatever and bought them for this photo. No, I'm sure he read the books. But I don't understand. If you read the books and you love the games, why would you give what you gave?
So here we have Troy Dangerfield. I've never worked for a more talented and caring boss. I'm in awe of season 3.
They're all still on the payroll. You're not going to say my boss sucks.
So here's where they're going with it. Does The Witcher have a false behind-the-scenes narrative? D'Ambrosio went further and lambasted former writer Beau DeMayo without naming him specifically for creating a narrative and attempting to cover the reasons behind his departure from the project.
There wouldn't be a narrative. People would know you're full of shit unless there was grounds to believe it.
Why did Henry Cavill walk?
Right.
Why did Henry Cavill walk? Why do you have egg on your face? Because the only reason people are watching this show, giving it another chance after season 2 is because of Henry Cavill.
Right. And the thing is, if it was just Beau DeMayo, then okay, maybe people would believe that. But it wasn't. The star of the show's leaving too. And it's been noted many places that he had issues, including by the showrunner, with that it wasn't the same as the books. People were on the show were joking he always had the books with him and he was like pointing out stuff in the books. Like, well, that's not right because...
Yeah, they're saying Cavill himself hasn't publicly revealed why he left.
That's true.
He has said multiple occasions that look, if you read between the lines, he probably legally couldn't say the show is dog shit because season 3 is coming out, but I can almost guarantee you, as somebody who is a fan of this stuff and the disappointment that you hear in his voice in these interviews over how season 2 specifically played out and possibly season 3, He walked because
if season 3 was really good, why would he leave?
Why would he leave?
If it's like something he loves and it's a passion project for him.
He wouldn't.
Right. So we have a choice. We have to cross this here. Either season 3 is going to be amazingly good and he just left for other reasons, or more than likely it's not going to be that great and they're just desperately trying to save us season 4, which let's be honest, when he's not there anymore and Cavill's not there, no one's going to watch it for Liam Hemsworth.
Nobody's going to watch it.
No offense, Liam Hemsworth. That has nothing to do with you.
It is what it is, right? You guys, and it's not just one guy. It is the fact that Henry Cavill left. He had said similar things. This guy's saying, I honestly think season 4 is contingent on how season 3 does. And I think what's going on is Netflix, because they're chopping stuff like crazy. They're chopping stuff that's been greenlit already.
But here's another point I want to make real quick. If it was just because he's sour grapes because he got fired or whatever, why would he go and put a mandate in at X-Men 97 that you have to know the source material and not actively despise and hate it? Why go that far? Why say that? Why put that as one of his stipulations for doing the project if he just made it up?
Yeah, and this is Disney we're talking about, right? So I don't think he'd be throwing shade at Netflix unless it was provably true, working for Disney, working on something as anticipated as X-Men 97. I'm actually looking forward to X-Men 97.
And then we had the whole petition to fire the writers. Before that was going on, I don't know what it's at now, but they've had a petition there. If everybody thought this was the greatest thing ever and they were all on board with it and it was just, misunderstanding, why are people signing a petition to get rid of the writers?
They're fucked. And I think Netflix is probably asking questions. They're like, what the hell are you guys doing?
Going to Twitter and doing that's not helping you, Annie. I can guarantee you that. We wouldn't have a video if you hadn't gone and done that. So when you're going to get salty and pissed off that we did a video on it, we're only doing this video to talk about your things that you wouldn't shadow over Twitter with and calling you out for going around doing that. That's why we're doing this video, to be honest. We did one yesterday. You just won't shut up and stay down.
I think they're fucked. I think season 4 is contingent on how season 3 does.
Because season 3 better be really, 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 really good.
Netflix is chopping stuff like crazy, and if they honestly think that season 4 isn't going to perform because Cavill's not in it and the fans are already tuning out, they'll shut it down. So we're gonna wrap this up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.